Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear students, how are you doing? I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I'm also well by the mercy of Almighty Allah. Today I'm with you. This is Muhammad Yar Hussain speaking, Assistant Teacher, Niyaz Muhammad High School, Brahmanbari. Today, dear students, we are going to learn about definite article. In my last class, I discussed about articles. That means indefinite articles. Today, we are going to learn about definite articles. So, dear students, before going to our class, please make your exercise book ready. Dear students, let's get started our lesson. At first, you notice the board. I have written something here. At first, notice the title of today's lecture, Definite Article The. Here I have given definition of definite article. Only the is called definite article. Now, I will give some important rules of the use of article, especially definite article the. Dear students, notice rule 1. Before unique things such as sun, moon, sky, earth, etc., the is used. For example, here I have given 3 examples. Dear students, notice the first example, sun. We know sun is only one thing in the world. So we have to use here the. Notice the second example, moon. Moon is also one thing in the world. So we have to use here the. Then notice the third example, world. We all know that world is also one in our creator's creation. So we have to use here the. Dear students, have you understood the 3 examples? I think you have understood easily. Now, notice rule 2. Before the name of river, sea, gulf, ocean, lake, canal, etc., the is used. Dear students, notice I have given 3 examples here. At first, notice the word Jamuna. We know Jamuna is the name of a river, so we have to use here the. Then notice the word Arabian Sea. It is a name of sea, so we have to use here the. The third example, notice the word Atlantic Ocean. It is the name of a large sea, that means an ocean. So we have to use here the. Dear students, notice the rule 3. Before a single individual designation or title, the is used. For example, notice the first example, president. It is an individual designation of a government. So we have to use here the. The second example, headmaster. We know it is the designation of a school and it is an individual designation. So we have to use here the. Dear students, now notice the rule 4. Here I have written that before the name of holy religious books, famous books and newspapers, the is used. For example, notice the 3 examples. At first, I have written here the word Quran. We know Quran is the name of a holy religious book of Islam. So we have to use here the. Next example, Pratham Alu. Dear students, do you know what's the name of the Pratham Alu? We know that it is the name of a famous newspaper. So we have to use here the. The next example, Gitanjali. We all know about it. It is a famous writings by Rabindranath Tagore. So we have to use here the. Dear students, now notice the rule 5. I have written here that before the name of lineage, the is used. For example, notice I have given here two examples to describe, to make you understand the rule 5. Khans. You all know that Khans is the name of family's title. I mean it is called lineage. So we have to use here the. Pathans. Pathans is also a lineage, I mean a family's title. So we have to use here the. Have you understood the rule 5? I think you have understood the previous 5 rules. Now I am going to describe the other rules. Dear students, now notice rule 6. Before superlative degree, the will be used. For example, dash tallest boy, dash happiest girl. Dear students, here I want to make you clear that how will you be able to know the superlative degree? Dear students, notice the word tallest. Here, est is a suffix. When a suffix will be added with any word, suppose est, at the time we will be able to understand that it is a superlative degree. So we have to use here the. Now notice the second example, happiest girl. Here est also comes here, so it is also a superlative degree. So we have to use here the. Dear students, have you understood? Have you known the superlative degree? Now notice the rule 7. Before some adjectives, the will be used. For example, dash rich, dash poor, dash idle. We all know that the 3 words are adjectives. So we have to use here the. The rich, the poor, and the idle. Yes, students, have you understood the rule? Okay. Now notice the rule 8. Before date, the will be used. For example, 26th March, 16th December. If you notice the 2 examples, you can see that 26 is our date. So we have to use here the. The second example, 16, it is also a date. So the will be used here. Okay, dear students, now notice the rule 9. Here I have written that before the name of a nation, the will be used. For example, I have given here 2 examples, dear students. Notice the first example, Muslims. Muslims is also called a nation. So we have to use here the. Second example, Bangladeshis. Bangladeshis is also called a nation. So we have to use here the. Dear students, notice rule 10. Before ordinal number, the will be used. For example, I have given here 2 examples. First one is firstborn. Here, first is called ordinal number, so we have to use here the. Dear students, notice the Next example here, I have written second girl. Here, second is called ordinal number. So we have to use here the. Dear students, I think you all have understood the 10 rules, and I also believe that you will be able to learn the 10 rules very easily. Dear students, now I am giving you some homework. At first you write down the homework on your exercise book. I hope you all will complete the homework yourself. Okay, dear students, thank you very much. Stay home and stay safe.